guys, so again, as I promised, we're talking about our chickens next. We're going to be learning about if you want to get chickens, basically, what do you need to start off with getting just 6 chickens or 15? We have 15, but we've been collecting them for a while. Here they all are. Now, chances are they're going to do this to you a lot. Just run. Just run. So, here's what you need to do. So, you have to have a run about this big. Because if you can't free range your chickens in a giant backyard, you're going to have a run. So, it could be a dog kennel, or you can pay like a lot of money to get something like this, which is homemade by somebody. And it's really, really nice. And we put black chicken wire on here because it's see-through. Dang! What up? Oh my God. And yeah, so black chicken wire is see-through. The white kind isn't. It looks ugly. And then you should also... Can you please be quiet? Can you please... Hey, come here. God dang. You should also grab, if you do let your chickens free range, to be extra safe, and so you don't have to close their door every single night, every morning to open it and let them out. Hello, baby. And you might have a chicken that just bonds with you. Well, she does let me pick her up, but not today. Get an automatic chicken coop door, an automatic chicken door, because this is what. So basically, here it is. So it is 11:23 a.m. currently. So it opens at 10 a.m. It closes at, to go up. Oh, it doesn't tell me. It closes at, I think, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Oh my God, you guys. Do you hear this? I can't just film a video in peace. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. What is happening? Sorry about the bad quality. It's because it's in like zoom in mode. So like, yeah, basically. But so it opens at 10 a.m. on the dot. You can set it to like, you go into the settings and you fix the time. You fix the time when it opens. So basically, you want to set the time 2 hours or like 3 or 4 hours after the sunrise because predators are still out. They're still out trying to hunt animals in the early morning, like 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 6 a.m. They're still out. Like, they go in at like 10 a.m. So that's why we set the thing to 10 a.m. on the dot. So that's when they can come out. Like, the coop door, I'll go show y'all. We also have a latch. I'll tell you soon. Just wait. We have this, like, latch. So, like, because raccoons can climb up and get their fingers in here and open this with their claws. Oh, my God, be quiet. Yeah, they can open this with their claws. And, yeah, I know it's crazy, but it's true. And then this is a Caribbean clip. And we also, like, when we're going in here and open it, we put it in because if it's windy like currently, the door could just boom, shut. It closes when we're in there. And then we're stuck in here for whoever knows how long. Who knows how long. Because if no one can help you and it's all of us in here, like, yeah. And that has happened to us once. And we didn't put the Caribbean clip in. It was nighttime. We were trying to hunt mice in here to get them out because mice kept living in here. And we got locked out that night, and we had to call my dad to come open the door for us because only someone can open it from the outside. You know what I mean? So that is why Caribbean clip is handy. But as I was saying, the chicken coop door in here. Okay, so it opens at 7 a.m. right here. It opens at 7 a.m., which is, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think 4 or 3 hours later than what that one opens at. Because, see, at 7 a.m., there's still predators hunting for food. So if there's still predators and your chickens are free-ranging, most likely something could actually kill your chickens. And actually, when we rehomed Kyle, our mean rooster, to a home, but it was a really good home, don't worry. We miss him because he died, actually. So her chickens, she had dude, we have 15 acres, and she had 20 acres, I think. It was huge. She had a hill Kyle slept on with a humongous chicken coop, and Kyle was protecting the hens one night, and a coyote got in the chicken coop because the door frame was about this big, probably, and a coyote fit through it somehow. Well, coyotes are about that tall and that skinny, and this skinny compared. Yeah, they can fit through that. And, they were trying to attack the hens that we also gave to them. And, he died for the hens. He risked his own life for the hens, which is, that's what a rooster's supposed to do. And if it was our case scenario, it would really suck and be sad because we have... And she had to pick his body up, she had to get a shovel, run out there. It was already too late, and she ran out there with a shovel and or a gun. You gotta do what you gotta do to protect your farm animals, right? She killed the coyote, but the coyote already had Kyle dead in his mouth, and her in his mouth. And it was just very devastating for her. She texted us that morning. And yeah, it was 6 a.m. when the sun came up. So that is why you don't let your chickens free range your property, until 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Because it's not safe. And I would hate to have your guys' chickens have that case scenario. And we do that also because we don't even have a rooster, and even if we did, still, we don't want to have dead chicken bodies in our backyard. You know what I mean? It's sad. So that is one of the reasons why we have this store open at 7 a.m. They have a humongous run to roam. They even have obstacle things, things that can fly up, perch, roost. They have food, water. They're good in here. They're fine for 4 extra hours. And then once it opens, they hear it go and then they run over there, run out in the backyard. It's so cool. And it's funny. It's really nice. Yeah. So, nice. But, yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys because I think you really need to know. And like I said, if you live in another state or an hour ahead of us, 2 hours, 3 hours, or hours behind us in California, you know what I mean? You can still get these on Amazon. We got ours off Amazon. They took about 1 week to get to us, but it's worth waiting. And, you can go in the settings. You can adjust the time on. And definitely look at your phone and go, memorize what time the sun is down, fully down. You want to have it closed when the sun's fully down because one thing you should know about chickens, they are not nocturnal. So when the sun is, going down, they're all in the coop and run going into the coop to go to sleep because You know, they're not nocturnal like cats and wild animals are like raccoons. They're not nocturnal. They're daytime animals. So once it's pitch black, it's going to go down. Or like when it's close to pitch black, it's going to go down. So yeah. At dawn, set it for dawn and set it a couple hours after dusk. So yeah. And then after we talked about that, we're also talking about, look, the food container. So the food container, basically, you're going to want to get, I'll explain why it's hanging off the ground, about a foot off the ground. Basically, yeah. So this we got from Tractor Supply, and it's a food container. It's a 3 or 4 gallon food container that we got off Tractor Supply. Now, if you don't know what Tractor Supply is, I said in my last video, which I'm actually posting right now. I'm probably posting this video later today or later tomorrow. But it's a dog feeder, so basically like it's all closed off. We bought these little things and oh my god, there was a fly in there. And we digged holes in here and we hooked up, we drilled these things and mounted them in here. There's 2 on each side. Yeah, 2 on each side. So all of our 15 chickens can both eat. 2 chickens can fit their head in here, maybe 3. So, you know, like, that's a lot. And you can untwist this lid to put food in here. And it holds a lot of food, maybe 1 whole bag of food. Yeah, 1 whole giant bag of chicken food. And we have it hanging because mice will jump. We've had this problem, guys. We've had this problem a ton of times, too many to count. Mice jumped. We had it sitting on that brick. Mice jumped in here and was eating all the food in it. Like, it's kind of like a gravity feeder, you know? Like, when it gets close to empty, it keeps refilling itself, and then the mice are just eating us out of our house because, like, food's so expensive now. Like, they can easily eat you out of your house, you know? And, like, if y'all don't know what that means, it means you go broke and you can't have a house because you don't have enough money to pay your bills. Like, that's what it means. And, you know, you need to have a house, so, like, if you can't get the stuff to properly secure your chicken coop so mice and predators can't get into it, then probably not a good idea to even get chickens because, yes, this can happen. Yes, it can happen with goats too, but it's less likely because, you know, they're bigger animals and I think, like, you know, chickens are like dinosaurs. They don't eat, you know. And, yeah, you should also get a 4-gallon water container from Tractor Supply or Amazon. Let's see. What's the brand? Wait, I'm trying. That's the brand. Chicken's Coop. Something. It's very dusty. And we installed these, like, nozzle things. I think it's empty. We installed nozzle things. So they push their little beaks here. Let me make it bigger. And water will come out of that thing. And they know how to use it. You have to teach them, like, how to use it. And then they'll realize, oh, that's how I get water. And then I think this one's full. Yeah, see? Look. And it's like, it doesn't come out when no one puts pressure on it. So it's really nice. You can get 2 of them depending on how many chickens you have, and go to another video of like them talking about how many you should get for however many chickens. Then you can get a xylophone. Chickens love to peck their beaks at it, and it makes music, you know. It's like a kid's xylophone. You can get it anywhere, I think, honestly. We got ours from Amazon. And then, you know, we built a wood thing. So chickens are like dinosaurs. If they don't have anything to do, they're gonna kill each other and eat each other to do something. So I'm not lying, it's true. You can look it up. It's true. They will. And what you can do is make an obstacle course. And chickens can fly if you don't trim their wings. Because if you trim their wings, they can't fly, escape. That's basically kind of why they do it, so they can't escape your property. But luckily, our front yard is all fenced off with a gate too. Except this is our property, they can get killed. Even in the front yard, still, if the gate was open, but they wouldn't go too far. So basically, build something like this. Here, if y'all zoom out. Go ahead and screenshot that. Okay, and then you can get a brick. Definitely get bricks to put in the ground, and it holds the structure that you have in place, so it won't go anywhere with wind. And I'm sure it sounds horrible because of the wind, and I was also blocking the speaker just now, the whole time. Wow. Also let's not look in there, but let's get a poop bucket, okay? Just go to the at-home store and get a bucket. Because chickens poop, in their sleep. They poop in their sleep, and you have to clean it up. So you're going to get a chicken poop scooper off Amazon or at your local Tractor Supply store, feed store. This is what it should look like. What you're going to do is look. So for example, there's a rock in it. You're going to shake out all the debris. It shakes it out and gets all the poop. You know what I mean? That's not poop, it's a rock, but that is it. We have one in here, and I think we also have one in the chicken coop. And then also get some of these. The chickens will poop on bars. You can use it to scoop all the poop out. You know what I mean? Scoop all the poop out with that. Scrape it off. Because yes, you're gonna have that problem. So definitely do something like that. And by the way, your chickens are gonna love you to death if you do this, because you're really doing them a favor. Oh my god, this door's not just closing for me. Wait one sec, y'all. I'm so sorry. It's not cool. And I also think the camera's blurry. Yeah. So you can do that. We have rocks here because mice can't dig through rocks. So we put them all over around the chicken coop, and they live under a barn. We're checking out the chicken coop now because this is where they're gonna mainly live, This is where you have to really, focus, okay? Okay, so, as you can see, and that is a hawk doing that, and you need to watch out for hawks, too. You have to have shelter, so your chickens can go into shelter and run away if there is a hawk trying to attack them, because the hawks are huge. They will pick up your chickens about that big, and bigger too. They will pick them up, and that's why you should have a rooster. Roosters do that. So this is all chicken poop, and that scooper. Actually, no, this is the scooper you need to scoop up all the chicken poop, and we got a pink bucket to put the chicken poop in, and then we dump it over our fence. Because no one is gonna tell us, oh, you can't do that. That's disgusting. So we made this thing. So yeah, chickens poop in their sleep, right? And they used to just have these roosting bars without this, and they pooped all over the floor. We have to scoop up with all this stuff, and it took hours. It's so hard, right? So we made a structure so they can get up here, right? They can use the chair. So they can use the chair to jump up here, get up there, or they can just totally fly up here now. And they get on their roosting bars, their wood pieces, whatever you want to call it, whatever. And then when they go to sleep, they poop, And then it doesn't go on the floor; it goes in this little compartment. And so we use coffee grinds, so it smells good, and the coffee grinds makes it so easy to get the poop, and it makes it way quicker. And then you can also remove these roosting bars. So we added things here, little wood pieces, and then little wood pieces here. We screwed them into the wall, and then we can lift these roost bars up and on very easily, and that goes for all of them. And it's really, really nice. And then when chickens lay eggs, you don't want them laying eggs on the floor or in their poop. You're gonna make roosting bars. You're gonna make nesting boxes. So nesting boxes are kind of like this. You go to your local feed store, you get hay, fake hay, and then they're gonna lay their eggs on it, you know? They're gonna lay their eggs. And then if you wanna make a cute, we made this at home. Get red wood with like fabric, cute fabric. And it makes it look very, very cute. And as you can see, the door's closing on me, so hopefully I don't get locked in. And you do this all around. And then you're going to have your chickens. Your chickens being all fluffy and donkey. Our chickens are broody right now. They're not laying eggs, they're actually being broody. If you don't know what broody means, it means they're trying to have babies. But you actually need a rooster to have your chickens have babies because they need to like fertilize the eggs and then they have babies, like the eggs develop babies. It has something to do with the roosters that have like a pattern. It's the looks of them that makes the eggs have babies. Like the eggs are just plain eggs you can collect and cook until like the rooster does something like lays on them too. The rooster lays on them and then they get babies. Yeah. Then I'm gonna like this chicken. Very cute, and I don't know any of our breeds, but it's very fluffy. It's not as silky. If you live in like a hot state, you cannot have silkies. They will literally die from the heat. And in the wintertime, no, they love the heat actually. But in the wintertime, they will die from being cold. You have to install a heater in your chicken coop so they can live through the winter. Because out here, it's like 1 degree Fahrenheit in the wintertime. And it's crazy, like frostbite weather. But let's see how many eggs you laid. Dang, that's a lot of eggs, girl. And our chicken coop is built high. We put spikes up there. So, because our chickens will lay in on top of this too and poop in the nesting boxes, and that's sick because it's getting on your eggs, and yeah, you're gonna have to throw them out unless you really clean them, and that's disgusting. These don't actually physically kill the chickens because they're sharp, and it just puts something on their feet, and then they know that, oh my god, I don't want to go up here to sleep. It's sharp. And they're gonna get scared and then actually roost up here. And then up there, our chickens flew up there once and like were laying eggs up there and pooping. My god, dude, this door. It hurt my dog just now. Oh my god. Do y'all even see that? Sorry, Tilly. Hopefully you're okay. Yeah, she's fine. She's a tough dog. Anyways, you know, they're going to go up there and we put even worse spikes up there. So they're going to have to really take that fall, but they shouldn't even be going up there anyways. And they've been sleeping up there too, somehow, and laying eggs up there. I bet they're popping. But we're going to go because there is wasps in here, and I don't want to be stung by a wasp today. And we also have a cracked phone, so I don't want to get it worse. You know? And what you should feed your chickens, I think it's in this hot barn. Very hot barn. So we put a freaking rope on this, and then we swing it. So, you know, that dumb ASS thing is in the way. That dumbass thing is in the way. We're gonna break this door right now. Stay close to him breaking you. Anyways, we feed our chickens meal. What the fuck? Well, this is why you don't stand by a door when it's windy. Because our chickens nearly just got killed by this door, and I did too. And that's why Tilly isn't standing by the door. My God. I'm gonna do something with this door. Move out of the way. Come on now. Hey, why don't I just close it already? Go, get out of the way. You have to. I cracked it, okay? So now it won't be as bad. So we give our chickens mealworms. They're fake, they're worms, but they're dehydrated and dried out worms, so they're not alive. And you just get your scooper, you scoop your mealworms in here, and then watch. Your chickens are gonna eat them. Here, I'll show you. They love them. They literally love the mealworms. Sorry. They're eating them like crazy. They're gonna be gone in like 5.0 seconds with all of ours eating them. So totally, get your chickens some mealworms. They'll eat them. It's worth it. And then also go to your local feed store, buy a food container to put them in because, you know, things will find a way to get in and eat your feed. And that's about everything, you know. And get food containers, as I just said, because predators will somehow find a way to get into your barn to eat all the food. So definitely, gotta do it. But that's all I needed to come on here to say on learning how to properly have chickens. But that's what I had to say. But love you guys. Peace. Bye.